Why not sip a cup of full-bodied liquid gold from the cleanest city in Africa? Kigali is set to host the 2025 Road World Championships, which is a first for Africa. What about taking a selfie with a mountain gorilla? Yes, you heard me. Rwanda is one of the countries in Africa where you can visit mountain gorillas in the wild. Welcome to Wisdom of Africa, your weekly wisdom dosage. In this video, I'll break down the meaning of 5 Rwandan proverbs. Proverb number 1 from Rwanda says, "Where there is peace, daggers are used for shaving." What it means is, there is no such a thing as absolute peace. We would wish for it, we would want for it, but there is nothing as absolute peace. And for that reason, there is no place where you're going to find daggers being used for shaving. Simple as that. It now brings us to our second proverb from Rwanda, proverb number 2. And it says, "A man's heart is not a sack open to all." You need to know and understand what it is that you take in, what you accept to get into your heart, and what you forget and let go easily. You cannot allow everything to pile in and in and in and in, because your heart is not a sack. What's going to happen inevitably, you're going to probably have ill health, stress, mental health, you name it. Moral of the story is, don't take everything to your heart, because your heart is not a sack that is open to everything. And it brings us to our favorite proverb. Favorite, the reason I say that is because it's proverb number 3. So my favorite proverb from Rwanda says, "The slug is aware of the cleanliness ahead, never the dirt left behind." Yeah, remember the slug is going slowly, leaving some slimy bit at the back. It's only aware of the cleanliness ahead, but never the dirt it's left behind. What does that mean? What is it telling us? Simple. One cannot preach what one doesn't do. Yeah, a very good example. Generally, we don't have the best medical facilities in Africa or on the African continent, right? So that's not meaning to say that we don't have good doctors or that we don't have hospitals. What I'm trying to say here is that we don't have the equipment to facilitate those doctors to do a very good job. Generally, people that have money, politicians, people in power, when they're not well, or if they have a family member that's not feeling well, do you know what normally happens? Fly that person all the way to a different country, in most cases India, for treatment. Yeah, what's happening here? They're only thinking about the cleanliness ahead, which is the health of themselves or the health of their family, but forgetting the dirt behind, as in, you failed to use the resources you had wisely by building better hospitals, buying better facilities, and empowering your doctors to do a good job. So take on board, and I think we need to do something about this and not be the slug whereby we are only remembering or thinking about the cleanliness ahead and forgetting about the dirt we've left behind. Go back, clean up, pick up that dirt, and then move ahead. That's why I love proverb number 3 from Rwanda. And it brings us to proverb number 4. But before I get there, I wanted to give you a travel tip. In 2008, Rwanda became the first country to ban plastic entirely. So, if you show up at the airport, this is a travel tip, remember, you will be asked to give up your plastic bags and you will be given a biodegradable or reusable paper bag. Travel tip for you. Anyway, it brings us to proverb number 4. And it says, Beetles chew from either side, but always end up together. No man, no human being is an island. You can't be self-sufficient. You actually need resources from other people, help from other people. There is no point acting alone when the aim is identical for all. Come on, Africans. Why don't we reunite? Why don't we all unite? The aim is to build a better continent. The aim is to progress. The aim is to stop being referred to as the third world. Come on, let's do this. And it brings us to our last proverb from Rwanda, which is proverb number 5. And it says, the other's stitch in the side doesn't prevent you from sleeping. One never notices the other person's misfortunes. Take Africa as a continent, as an example. Yes, just because we have our own problems, we have maybe problems with health, where we get outbreaks of Ebola, you name it, all these things, right? We need as a continent to focus on our own problems, because trust me, our misfortunes do not stop other continents, other worlds from sleeping. They'll go to sleep regardless of your problem. They might empathize and feel sorry for us, but the honest truth is they'll go to bed. They'll go to bed whilst Africa is feeling the pain. So one never notices the other's misfortune. That is that proverb from Rwanda. A proverb never comes as if it's from nowhere. Did you hear me? A proverb, it never comes as if it's from nowhere. All proverbs have a good reason for existing. So if you like this video, you're going to love this one.